Welcome to our poetry recital competition. Today, we gather in the warmth of shared passion for the written word, ready to be transported by the cadence and imagery crafted and recited by our talented performers. Each performer here today embodies the sense of creativity and emotion, and we eagerly anticipate the captivating journey their words will take us on. So let us open our hearts and minds to the enchanting melodies of verse as we embark on this exquisite exploration of the human spirit through the medium of poetry. Enjoy the recitals and may the magic of poetry fill our souls today.
Welcome to our second poetry recital competition at Ihsan International Schools. Today we are really for a treat to listen to our amazing students who, from grade 8 to 12, take stage and share their favorite poems. Before we start, let me share a bit about how our fantastic jury right in front of you are going to judge your performance. They'll be looking for four things. So firstly, how students deliver their poems. Are they confident? Do they speak clearly and make us feel the words? Secondly, how well they understand their poems. Do they really get what the poem is about? Can they help us to understand what the poem is about? Then, how they use their words. Are they loud enough? Can we hear them clearly? And do they sound interested in what they're saying? And lastly, how they carry themselves on the stage. Are they standing up straight? Do they look at us when they talk? Are they using their hands and faces to help them to tell the story? So now, let's give a loud round of applause to our wonderful jury members, Mr. Wood, Ms. Hafsa, Mr. Aziz, and Mr. Sarkhan. I wish them to be objective and fair, as always. And let's enjoy the rest of the hour, enjoying the poems, and please be kind, support your friends, your classmates, with silence and applause when necessary. Have a good show. Thank you, Ms. Yulita. Without further ado, let the competition begin, and let us enjoy the enchanting world of poetry. Our first contestant is going to be from grade 8, and her name is Farzana Rao.
In Masjid al-Aqsa's sacred land echoes, pierce the sky. The scream so loud, yet we shut it down. A father with his sons remains in a shopping bag, we shut out. Kids' eyes wide with terror, leaving its fear leaving its mark, we shut it out. Kids screaming, I just wanted to play. Babies meant for kisses are now covered in blood. Mother cradle lifeless kids, hope shed apart. How many more children must die for you to open your eyes and see the murderers covering the streets, smell louder than their screams. Surgeries performed in the middle of the roads. Hospital bombed, their only shelter now gone. Palestinian men dragged by the soldiers, lifeless.
You are intelligent, nor the sight blows you away. You are not weight or the color of your hair. You are not your name or the dimples in your cheeks. You are your croaky morning voice and the smile as you try to hide. You are the sweetness in your laughter. You're the sweetness in your laughter. You're the sweetest in your laughter. You are not your age, nor the size clothes you wear. You are not the weight or the color of your hair. You are not your name or the dimples in your cheeks. You are your broken morning voice. You are the smiles that you try to hide. You are the sweetness in your laughter and every tear you've cried. You are the songs you sing so loudly when you know that you're all alone. When you know you're all alone. You're the places that you've been to and the one that you call home. You're the things that you believe in and the people that you love. You're the future that you dream of and the photos in your bedroom. You're made of so much beauty, but it seems that you forgot when you decided that who you were was defined by what you are not.
How Did You Die by Edmund Grant's book. How did you die? Did you tackle the trouble that came your way with a resolute heart and cheerful, or hide your face from the light of day with a brave soul and faithful? Or trouble is a ton, or trouble is an ounce, or trouble is what you make it. And it isn't the fact that you hurt that counts, but only how did you take it. You're beaten to earth? Well, what's that? Come up with a smiling face. It's nothing against you to fall down flat, but to lie there, that's disgrace. Be proud of your blackened eyes. For it isn't the fact that you hurt that counts, it's how did you fight, and why. And though you be done to the death, what then? If you battled the best you could, if you played your part in the world of men, why the critic would call it good. Death comes with a crawl or comes with a bounce, and whether it be slow or spry, it isn't the fact that you did that counts, but only how did you die.
Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor the furious winter's rages, though thy worthy task hast done. Home art gone, and Satan thy wages. Golden lads and girls all must. Golden lads and girls all must, as chimney sweepers come to dust. Fear no more the frown of the great, though art past the tyrant's stroke. Care no more to clothe and eat, as thee the reed is as the oak. As thee the reed is as the oak. The structure, learning, physics must all follow this and come to us. Thank you.
Drowning in the time allotted to choose, and my poem is called Enough, and it's by me. Am I enough? I often wonder, day and night I project wonder, looking in the mirror, seeing the sign. Am I okay? Will everything be fine? In school, quietly walking in the halls. Do my friends see me at all? But deep down, a small voice speaks, telling me that I'm strong even when I feel weak. I have dreams and a voice to be heard. My thoughts and feelings more than just words. Each day I'm growing and learning in my own way. I'm enough as I am, and that's okay.
The truth is this: every monster you've ever met or will ever meet was once a human being with a soul as soft and light as silk. Someone stole that silk from their soul and turned them into this. So when you see a monster next, always remember this. Do not fear what's before you. Fear the thing that created it instead. Thank you.
I still search for you in crowds, in the empty fields and the sowing clouds, in city lights and the passing cars, on the winning roads and the wishing stars. I wonder where you could be now. For years I have not said your name out loud, but longer since. You were. I called the mind. Time has passed. Time has passed. For to be without. I do not mind. I do not mind. I still love you anyhow.
That woman with dark brown eyes and soft pink lips. Oh my darling, I love her just like this. A woman with dignity and respect. A woman that holds power within her name. She loved me as a daughter and took me as a friend. Oh, I hope this bond just never ends. With the burden of carrying me. And yet when I came, she welcomed me with a soft smile and a big hug. Oh, mother. Oh, my lovely, gorgeous mother. Forgive me for every harsh word I told you. Forgive me for every mean look I gave you. For every mean thing I told you. Forgive me for not being the perfect child you deserve. You fed me when I was hungry, took care of me when I was sick, and you comforted me when I was sad. Oh, Mom, I regret treating you this bad. There's not much I can offer. You are perfect, my love. You're always in my heart, and you fly high like a dove. I love you, Mama.
In the depths where shadows play, affection blooms in a gentle sway. A love profound beyond compare, in whispered words and a silent stare. Through stormy seas and starry skies, two hearts entwined where love defies. In every touch, a world is spun, a symphony of two as one. Thank you.
After a long, bitter, dark night, love and hope come shining bright. It starts small, just like a spark, but it grows up and lights up the dark. The glare of the sun rises up high as it pushes away every single sigh. It came to remind you that life is a gift, and you should cherish every shift. The wind starts singing many songs, reminding you to be strong. You have to stand up and you'll move on. And everything you've done improves storms. The storm has ended, the sun appears as it pushes away your scars and tears. The night fades, the light goes through, while love arises and you went too. So never ever lose your hope, cause faith saves you from every storm. It takes time, yes, it can take long, but trust me, now you will belong.
It's not so much what you say, as the tone in which you say it. It's not so much the language you use, as the manner in which you convey it. Come here, I said sharply, and the child cowered and wept. Come here, I said. He looked and smiled, and straight to my lap he crept. Words may be mild and fair, but the tone may pierce like a dart. Words may be soft as summer air, but the tone may break my heart. For words come from the mind, grow by study and art, but tone leaps from the inner self, revealing the state of the heart. Whether you know it or not, whether you mean or care, gentleness, kindness, love, hate, envy, anger are there. Then would you
It's not so much what you say, as the manner in which you say it. It's not so much the language you use, as the tone in which you convey it. Come here, I said sharply, and the child cowered and wept. Come here, I said. He looked and smiled, and straight to my lap he crept. Words may be mild and fair, but the tone may pierce like a dart. Words may be soft as summer air, but the tone may break my heart. For words come from the mind, grow by study and art. But tone leaps from the inner self, revealing the state of the heart, whether you know it or not, whether you mean or care. Gentleness, kindness, love, hate, anger, envy are there. Then would you, tone, rejoice and love and peace? I'm sorry, I forgot the line. Keep anger, not only out of your voice. Keep anger, not only out of your words. Keep it out of your voice.
It couldn't recognize the reflection of all that did. The spotlight on all its flaws is only a distraction. Lost in God, it's a form. But now, it can only stare at the self-proclaimed God. The cracked mirror shows a creature it can't look at. A creature it despises, a creature it wants on. I'm a prisoner in my own panopticon. Thank you.
I'm reciting a poem by William Butler Yeats, and it's called When You're Old. When you're old and gray and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read, and dream of the soft look your eyes had once and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love, false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your changing face. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmured a little sadly how love fled and paced upon the mountains overhead and hid his face amid a crowd of stars.
My poem is Fallen Star by Tupac Shakur. They could never understand what you set out to do. They could never understand what you set out to do. But instead they chose to ridicule you. When you got weak, they loved the sight of your dimming and flickering starlight. How could they understand what was so intricate, to be loved by so many, so intimate? They wanted to see your course. This way you could not alter the course of ignorance that they have set to make my people forget.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ihsan, and I'll be presenting the roadmap taken by Robert Frost. But before I start, I want to say my poets, the one I chose is the most misunderstood poem. So if you don't understand it, I apologize. The roadmap taken, Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a wood, in a yellow wood. And sorry, I cannot travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, to where, and took what, to where, alright. I'm sorry. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I cannot travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked downward as far as I could. Then to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and perhaps having the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there, had warned them really about the same. And both that warning equally made when leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I came the first for another day, yet knowing how wait leads on to wait. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Thank you very much.
I'm doing She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless skies and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meets in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to God gave in us. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every rebel tress, or softly lightens o'er her face. Where thoughts sincerely express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek, o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent.
Today I'm going to be reciting a little by Sri Moy. A little joy have I of ceaseless joy, a little day of timeless day. Yet knows no bound this empty show of mine. I march along a goalless way. O love, a desert within me ever pines. O do turn it into a song of none. I know not in what hour of evil night Thou art my Lord for me withdrawn. Life now must reach thy breath of bliss supreme. I make thee the one and only guide. Oh, let my longings in thee abide.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Salim and I'm presenting a true meaning of life by Patricia from The years have passed by in the blink of an eye. Moments of sadness and joy were never what made me feel better inside. And the worries and fears that plagued me each day, in the end of it all, would just fade away. But how much I reached out to others when needed would be the true measure of how I succeeded. And how much I shared of my soul and my heart will ultimately be what set me apart. And what's really important is my opinion of me, and whether or not I'm the best I can be, and how much more kindness and love I can show before the Lord tells me it's my time to go.
Death is a funny thing. Most people are afraid of it, and yet they don't even know what it is. Perhaps we can clear that up today. What is death? Death is it. That's it. Finished. Finito. Over and out. No more. Death is so many different things to so many different people. I think it is safe to say, however, that most people don't like it. Why? Because they're afraid of it. Why are they afraid of it? Because they don't understand it. I think the best way to try and understand death is to think about it a lot. Try to come to terms with it. Try to really understand it. Sometimes it helps if we try to visualize things. Try to visualize, for example, someone sneaking up behind your back and hitting you over the head with a giant hammer. Some people prefer to think of death as a more spiritual thing, where the soul somehow separates itself from the mess and goes on forever to live somewhere else. Heaven and hell being the most traditional choices, death has a very black reputation, but actually, to die is a perfectly normal thing to do.
important part of nature's big picture. Trees die, don't they? And flowers? I think it's nice to know that you aren't alone, even in death. Let's think about ants for a minute. Millions of ants die every single day. And do we care? No. And I feel ants feel the same way about us. But suppose, just suppose, that we didn't have to die. That wouldn't be so great either. If a 90-year-old man can hardly stand up, can you imagine what it would be like to be 500 years old? And another comforting thing about death is that 80 years or so after you die, nobody who knew you will still be around to miss you. And, after you're dead, you won't even know it. Thank you.
Today I'm going to recite a poem by myself, which is called The Library of Mind. Okay? She lets her feel the silence, hears the pain, see the riots. She's part of the chapters, her innermost making the lines. She lets her walk through lines to touch her desires, sake for life. She had chapters to show of experience and memories of hope. She was the storyteller of history and reason, a sympathetic company across her mind library. She was the sorrowful delight, her dearest delight. She was the hopeless hope, a sign of herself to be evoked. She began telling stories by turning pages of the stories, the healer of defects and faults, the reminder of effects and rights. She held her hand tight as they walked through this masterpiece, left her to see the sight, the perfect imperfection was bright. She whispered, words are desperate to define how those effects shine. Through the bestest and the worstest, the imperfection is divine. She then left her the key to open the doors of the newest, to be imperfectly flawless, to find her way in the endless.
The star goes out with a bang. You look us in the eye and gulp. Never do you turn your back on us, Al-Dunya. You sit out there in the cold and remain silent for years. You still believe in mankind. They counterfeit your name, your family name, date of birth, mother's name, father's name, place of birth, of your ancestors, childhood tales, dances, games, heroes, songs, laments, celebrations. They make fun of your ancient language, your people, and spew torrents of abuse. And yet you remain silent, Al-Virginia. You still believe in mankind, in sombre vaults, in medieval cellars, strange concoctions, appellations, ruins, curses, barking, pursuits, arrests, the savage hunt. The children take flight under the wings of fate. A woman weaves and tears the fabric in a paper tower. You comb golden locks with a handful of earth in your lap. You set off for distant lands. In the fashionable part of Europe, you're an Albany. In Italy, an Alberesh. In Greece, an Albanitas. In Turkey, alhamdulillah, an Albert. In America, canned meat and nothing else. Nothing else. Who knows how many languages your God speaks? And you remain silent, Al-Virginia. You still believe in mankind. But, when will you speak out to the man? Or must you first be born? Why does moss cover your roof?
A Dialect of Soul and Self by William Butler Yeats. My soul, I sunk the ancient winding stair. Set all your mind upon the steep ascent, upon the broken, crumbling battlement, upon the breathless starlit air, upon the star that marks the hidden pole. Fix every wandering thought upon that quarter where all thought is done. Who can distinguish darkness from the soul? Myself, the consecrated blade upon my knees. A Sato's ancient blade, still as it was, still razor keen, still like a looking glass, unspotted by the centuries. Like something old embroidery torn from some old court lady's dress and brown, that wooden scabbard bound and wound, can tattered, still protect, faded, adorned. Thank you.
I'm Bibi Aisha, and I will be reciting The Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips its wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of the things unknown but longed for still. And his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade wind soft sighing through the trees, and the fat morns waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of his dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare's scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of the things unknown but longed for still. And his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
So the poem I'm going to be doing today is Two of Me by Meghan Markle, the Duchess of the Royal Family. So, two houses, two homes, two kitchens, two phones, two couches where I lay, two places where I stay, moving from here to there, Monday to Friday, I'm everywhere. Don't get me wrong, it's not that bad, but oftentimes it gets me really sad. I want to live that nuclear life with a happy father and his loving wife. A picket fence, a shaggy dog, a fireplace with a burning log. It's not real, it's just a dream. Sometimes I want to cry and scream. Here you find me with my cat number 3. Life would be easier if they were two of me. Thank you.
So basically, today I'm going to read a poem which is Stopping at the World's Nice Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Also, this poem symbolizes an attraction towards death. So you might have a hard time getting what it means. So let's get started. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
I am too nice to people, but I forget that they don't give it now. But I love an eggshells and nails, still be willing to pay for that. Will I want to feel obsessed with other people's well-being? Well, I'm just being a decent human being, but the standards of humanity is now on the floor. I give them my all, and they have every door. They genuinely my worth, and they still ask for more. I am too nice to people. Why do I believe them when they said they'd be my friend? Or maybe I'm scared of being alone in the end, or maybe I just have basic manners. I should give them respect, but that doesn't matter. They say it costs nothing to be kind, but we live in a world where even kindness is fine. The economy of decency is quick to recede, but those rich for selfishness are not guilty. They please. So I blame those who tell me how painful it is, when the principle of society is toward justice, criminals, kindness has become my greatest vice. I hate to stoop down to you a little, but I am done being nice.
And I'm going to recite a poem called We Wear the Mask by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. From torn and bleeding hearts we smile. And mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smiled, but oh great Christ, surprise! To thee, from tormented souls arise. We sing, but oh the clay is vile, beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask.
We carry water on our heads, babies on our backs. Oh, okay, sorry. My poem is Thank God for Mothers by Amina Brown. We carry water on our heads, babies on our backs, joy in our hips, sweet-toed brittle ground in our garden. In our souls, in our children, we bear fruit. We grow, we watch things grow, we yield fruit in season, and we stand in front of fire, on the front lines, in front of desks, behind camera, behind pulpit. In the face of work, we face evil, we face violence, we face obstacles. We stare, struggle in the eyes, and dare struggle to stare back. We take flour, add water, make tortillas, make porridge, make naan, make dumplings, make biscuits, make dough with hands that need to go, and build the bricks, and raise the babies, and teach the children, and fight poverty. We carry community in our wombs, on our backs, in our arms, in our chests. We take our words and gather them like so many sticks until they ignite. We build a fire, and around that fire, we find hope. We find hope because hope always gives birth. We find hope because hope always knows where the soul is wounded. We find hope because hope always reminds us that we're at home. In this body, in this skin, we tell our stories while braiding the hair of our daughters, while standing in front of a boardroom, while building a business, while frying chicken. We tell our stories while leading the way to protests, while going to school, while performing a surgery. Because nobody gets to tell our stories for us, because our stories belong to us, because we belong to each other. We raise our hands. We raise our voices. We raise the next generation. We create. We pioneer. We invent. We look ahead. We know the way. We see no path, so we use our feet to build one for the ones who will come after us. We leave a legacy in the sound of our laughter. Every day, we build a world. Thank God.
What is a legacy? What makes it last? We only miss the well when the water's dry. Does that apply to a human life? I stand here, flesh and blood. I'm good, I'm not enough. What would it take for me to strive when I'm no longer alive? Then kill me now. And now I'm dead. Now sing praises over my bleeding head. Make clumsy claims. Making clumsy claims of knowing me best. Why now? Why now? Why now? I'm dead. I cannot hear. I cannot see. Tell me who you wish to comfort with these statements. By God, I know it can't be me. For I am God, still with you now, as you stupidly insist. My enemy stands teary-eyed at my funeral. I'll miss her, they croak, an angel in our midst. I was an inspiration, a writer. I was outspoken, a fighter, artistic glory, a finished story. Why now? Why now? Why now? I'm dead. What would I do with all these words that only expired is? What joy is there in being remembered if the wisher cannot witness it? For I was good and I was best, but the only thing I am now is dead. But I'm not dead, and I'm not God, and the water still sits in the well, gently tossing to and fro. So take grateful gulps and put down your knife, because today I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Thank you.
Today I'll be studying Pursuit of Perfection by Participate. I plant my purple leaves firmly onto your reveal. Should I do well to clean, surely my heart will soar. Faster, better, up, down, I am forever alone. For only I may clean this mess, and this mess only I may behold. Yes, better, more. Rest not my weary limbs, my shoulders burning in haze, my knees streaking screeches of hateful hinds, my body begging me to cease. Its pleas I will not heed. I am above death, yet on the floor I now bleed. My eyes vomiting blood on the floor perfectly cleaned. Blood escaping from every opening. Nostrils, eyes, ears, mouth, crying crimson. The body filled with own skin. As I lay in my bed of scarlet ichor, I think to myself, in this mess that I caused, that I could have prevented this had I been better.
My name is Sana Hazan, class G1. My poem is They Cannot Silence the Sea by an unknown poet. 60 seconds. The rocket's shadow blocks out all light, blocks out the men's bravery and the woman's silent fight. 50 seconds. His heart, his smile, pieces of his little body scattered across the floor for our lost humanity. 40 seconds. Nothing to drink but the bitter glass of occupation. Nothing to hear but the shameful silence of our nations. 30 seconds. Even an ambulance cannot escape death's kiss. The injured wait for a siren of hope that does not exist. 20 seconds. Most are ripped apart, never empty. Parched throats and bloody hands call to God for mercy. 10 seconds. Choking fears, acid tears, Kegis, desperate screams, shattered dreams. Grab your sister's hand, grab anyone you can find. Someone is missing. No time, leave them behind. Run to the stairs this way. Grab my hand, run this way. Close your eyes and pray. Silence. They can silence us, put bullets through our hearts and bury our bodies beneath the ground so our wants can speak. They can silence the olive trees, cut them down, burn their bodies until even their smoke to see. But they cannot silence the sea. They cannot stop the sea from sharing our ancestors' history. They cannot stop the sky from giving Gaza another sunrise. We are still here after years and years of siege. We are still here. Tell death it is only temporary and warn your F-16s, because our rocks will bring their guns down to their knees. We are still here, and they cannot silence the sea. from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Still, I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You can drown me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I will rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I'm warm, as if I have oil was bumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of God, just like hopes burning high stand, I will rise. Do you want to see me broken? Bowed head, lowered on, shoulder feeling down like teardrops, weakening by my sorrowful cry? Does my sensitive upset you? Don't take it so hard because I laugh as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your eyes, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I will rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Oh, does it give us a surprise? Don't say that, as if I have guidance at the meeting of my eyes. Out of the heart of history shame, I rise. Out from a past repeated in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, living and wild, willing and swaying and marrying in the tide, leaving behind the lights of terror and fear. I rise into a daybreak miraculously clear. I rise, bringing the gift that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. So, there I go.
My name is Ihsan and today I'm going to present a poem by Elizabeth Bishop, and it's called One Art. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things are filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day, except the fluster of lost door keys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Then practice losing farther, losing faster. Places, the names, and where it was you meant to travel. None of these will bring a disaster. I lost my mother's watch. And look, my last, or next to last, 3 loved houses went. The art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones, and vaster. Some realms I owned, 2 rivers, a continent. I missed them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, the joking voice, gesture I love. I shouldn't have lied. It's evident that the art of losing is not too hard to master, though it may look like disaster. Thank you.
I'm here going to recite the poem Into My Own by Robert Frost. It's actually symbolizing the path from adolescence to maturity, when he actually experiencing his experiences, his obstacles that he actually passed in his life. One of my wishes is that those dark trees, so old and firm, they scarcely show the breeze, were not as it were the merest mask of gloom, but stretched away into the edge of doom. I should not be withheld, but that someday, into their vastness, I should steal away, fearless of ever finding an open land, or highway where the slow wheel pulls the sand. I do not see why I should ever turn back, or set forth. I do not see why I should ever turn back, or those should not set forth upon my track. To overtake me, who should miss me here? And those should not sit forth. To overtake me, who should miss me here? I long to know if still I held them dear. They wouldn't finally change from him they knew, only more sure of all I thought was true. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So this one goes out to Sally. The poem is Ambiguous Purpose by me. A dot in an endless canvas, a speck in a sea of dust, a drop in an ocean of nothingness, a life among others atop a vast, empty crust. We live, we die, we build, we try, our best in everything, but to what extent? For why do we do, and what does it need? If not for me, then for whom does it seem? My actions reflected in you, and yours are in me. You give meaning to mine, and I give meaning to thine. To whom do I belong, and for whom do I stand? Together we stand, hurled by the wind, carried together to a faraway distant land. Our purpose is to serve someone, each other, and ourselves in the end. Together, not alone, as humans we stand, to fight, to strive, to live, to grant that we are one, a single strand. Your meaningless life is meaningful indeed. To your loved ones, that's how it seems. To you I speak your fortunate plum, your miserable love like none, the love. In your silent tumult, in your loudest hum, I see a man who loves, I see a man who's loved. From whence you came and matters not. Beyond your eyes, skin and body's rot, I see a soul of silver, a soul of love. I see my soul of silver, a soul that is of love. Thank you.
So I'm going to recite the one taken, which was told by Zeddy. It's about a critical point in life where you have to choose between two paths. So, two roads diverge in a yellow wood. I'm sorry, I could not jump both and be one traveler. Long I stood looking down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Both in the morning equally lay. Both in the morning equally lay. In leaves with no step had trodden black. Oh, no, don't clap. Oh, I took the other, no wait. Oh, I picked the place for every day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubt if I shall ever come back. I shall be saying this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less troubled by, and that has made all the difference. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, this is Ihsan International Schools from 12B1. Today I will be reciting If, which is an inspirational poem by Rudyard Kipling and his son, which was like listed in the work, and it's like in the form of advices. And so let's begin. If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for the doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools? Or was the things you gave your life to broken and stood and built them up with worn-out tools? If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep a virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you will be a man, my son. Thanks.
Hello everyone, this is Abdulwali. I will be reciting Emily Dickinson's On a Column Yourself, a poem you recite when you have none to rely on but yourself. On a column yourself, how ample to rely, in tumult or extremity, how good is me. The liver cannot cry and wedge cannot divide. Conviction that granted pace will not be on our side. Suffice us for a crowd, ourselves in rectitude. For that assembly not far off, from the furthest spirit of God. Thank you everyone.
Erzurum çarşı pazar Leylim aman, Leylim aman sarılayım İçimde bir kız gezer Öyle ölsün sar gelin aman sar gelin aman sar gelin aman suna yarım İçimde bir kız gezer öyle ölsün sar gelin aman sar gelin aman sar gelin aman suna yarım Elinde divit kalem Leylim aman, Leylim aman Sar gelin Tasvire ferman yazar Nelsin sar gelin aman sar gelin aman sar gelin aman suna yarim İçimde bir kız gezer öyle ölsün sar gelin aman sar gelin aman sar gelin aman suna yarim Sivrek martı gibi göklere çıkacağız. Yel uçur dağları ortamızdan varlığa, kaçamayan kızları yuturlar çığırda. Sevdali uşak olsam, ele uşak olsam, okşarken yanarım. Gülden uşak olsam, hep olur. Gece uyurken yazın ışığında uyursam, gece geldiğinde güzelim uyudum. Bağırdım kapılardan ses üretardım. Yel uçurar oy faruzda faruzda, kaçamayan kızları kurturlar çığırda. Sevdali uşak olsam, devre kuşak olsam, okşarken yanarım. Benim uşak olsam hep olayım. Hep olayım. Benim yürekten bağlama, eziyet eder mi seven sevene? Benim yürekten bağlama, eziyet eder mi seven sevene? Sensiz yaşayabilmeden ne sevgili canım. Seni görmeyince ben ağlarım. İntizardan boylandım. Seni görmeyince ben ağlarım. İntizardan boylandım. Yandırdın kalbimi ama en başları kırma. Sensiz yaşayabilmeden sevgili canım. So, now we're going to sing the other one, which is I wanted to also, but not so highly. It will be from Adele. Rolling in Deep. reaching a favor between you and all the wrong. Finally, I can see your face appear. Go on, that's how mountain, I'll wear your shape again. See how I live with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I'll do. There's a fire falling in my heart, reaching a fever piece and bring it all along. The spark of your love remind me of what they keep me think that you almost said it all. The spark of your love they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside your hands. You played it to be, baby, have no story to be told. But when her love and I get her turn, think of me in the darkest day. Make them home together is my favorite vacation. The spark of your love in my head, cause they keep thinking that's all they have it all. The spark of your love. I can't help feeling we could have it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside your hands. You played it to the beat. We could have it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside. Played it with me. Show your soul for every open door. Count your blessing to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. You pay me getting kinder, reap just what you sow. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. It's all. It's all, we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside your hand. And you played it to the beat, could have it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside. Played it to the deep.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you everyone, and I am so sorry for being late. We will start with the third place. Mariam.
student كبار grade 6. ليانا البنا grade 8. جنى مصطفى grade 8. سلمى جلدات grade 7. نور شاهين grade 8. Just in the meantime, I will ask also from middle school, Tariq Yusuf and Zarif Hussain, grade 8. I will read out the names for high school. Sumaya Yusuf, Harun Ahmed, grade 10. Ishaq Rafi, Alayana Mubarak, Raja Tahmid, I'd also like to have Alina Margani. Also Said Shah Usman. Main Shakir. Hana Aslan.